How's it going? I just finished reacting to some stuff, and now I'm gonna react to some stuff with you. Crazy developments. I keep getting hecka copyrighted for reacting to TikToks, which makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of music in those videos, and music is contraband and the devil. React to my music. Which one should I listen to? Lego Mortal Kombat Stop Motion? That's a good name for a song. Fire!
So my dad is from England, and so I was raised on some classic English food. My dad was raised in post-World War II Britain, a time period of economic decline, bread rationing, and the worst culinary atrocities known to man. Many that still continue to this
Beans
day.
on toast?
Number one, we have
my roommate makes this for some reason. I didn't believe it was real
Wake
at
up
first.
on a Saturday when you're a little kid. You're pumped to watch some cartoons and maybe eat some pancakes. Oh yeah, I'm about to put whipped cream and chocolate sauce.
That's a little much.
See, back in my dad's time, all they really had was bread and canned food. That was it, and there's not much you can do with that. So most of the meals people ate during that time involved bread, beans, tomatoes, and other food you can stuff in a can. And when you have a whole generation of poor raised on this they go and teach it to their own kids.
Yeah, that's messed up, man.
And then you end up with a whole subculture of British Instagram where people are posting breakfast pics of beans on toast. And next
This is
we have
unacceptable.
Banana buddies, another abomination involving bread.
I did not know this
This was
existed.
sliced bananas between two slices of bread. It's literally just a banana sandwich. That's it. For number 3, we got bacon buddies. Now I swear,
If I was
by
a
bacon
monkey,
buddies,
my mouth
you got
would be
bacon,
watering.
You got toast. Combine the two. Bacon buddy. This
That looks
legendary
okay.
meal. Next we got cheese toasty. And yes, this again is
That's
just
grilled
a cheese
cheese.
sandwich. But when
But
your
you
country
ruined it
was
somehow
bombed
by
for 8
being
months straight,
British.
You gotta make cheese sandwich sound a little more positive and fun. But let me break down this naming system for these foods. Or rather, the lack of sensical naming system. So apparently it seems like buddy is just British slang for sandwich. Or
I thought it meant
between
friend,
two sliced
but maybe
bacon
that's
buddy,
the USA
banana buddy.
definition.
Then that begs the question, what the is up with cheese toasty? Why did they break the naming convention? Banana buddy, bacon buddy, cheese toasty? Why not cheesy buddy? No one knows. People start drinking in England at the age of 12. Who gives a shit? No rules. And then we have black pudding. This piece of food is a delicacy over in England, and it's literally beef blood and fat mixed with oatmeal. They were really running out of ideas with this one.
Let 'em
For number
cook.
6, we
Hold
have
on.
spotted dick.
All right, never mind. He ain't cooking shit. He cooking spotted dick. Don't let him cook. We'll put up the spotted dick in the cauldron. I've never heard of any of these things, so it's extra hard to believe people do this.
Generation of people who think mushy peas are an acceptable thing to dip French fries into. Like seriously, what is this?
That looks like the Shrek ketchup or like avocado. Wait, that looks fire.
Apparently, they're too good for that over there. They can't be
Oh, that
bothered
makes
to
sense.
end-
And I don't know how I found that, but that was a good video. About the British cuisine that I didn't even know existed, but I'm sadder now to know.
Today we're going to deep fry some coffee.
Perfect,
Now,
I'm
You
listening.
might ask why. You probably
No, I'm
should
not
ask
asking why.
A
Just
couple
do
of
it. Just
reasons.
tell me.
Firstly,
Just do it. I would never question this idea. There we go. This is what where the video should have started. He was playing with his beans. I'm surprised they didn't end up on a piece of bread that had been put in the air fryer toasty maker machine. Funny little. How are you gonna drink that?
Color-wise,
Color-wise, it doesn't look like coffee.
brown. We're going brown.
Maybe
Guys,
I
that'd be pretty
lied.
hard.
Now you can freaking
We'll see
clog
what
your
happens.
arteries and wake up all at once with one shot.
Now, this
2-shot
wasn't
go.
the weird stuff. Weird stuff happened.
What kind of
It's
weird
disgusting
stuff? What if he
how
took the
that
shot and he wasn't
effectively-
British anymore? Not
Sure,
saying that
looks
that
a
would
bit
be a
like,
good
you know,
thing.
like
Just saying, what if it had an effect
coffee,
we
the
didn't
butter
anticipate?
goes
And
on
man,
the-
did he leave me nothing to work with in the background. It's all very sterilized. Wouldn't want anyone making any colorful commentary or there to be any colors behind me while I'm drinking my fried coffee alone in my British room. Where did this all go wrong?
Do you know?
Do you know this then?
Bad.
Sounds like it was
okay,
bad.
don't-
Sounds pretty bad.
Don't deep fry
You're
your
choking
espresso
on it, sir.
Greasy in a way that the filter brew wasn't.
All right, let's see the Sunny
Don't do
V2
that.
situation. That's arguments in Joe Rogan history.
No tea,
That's so
buttery in the
specific.
wrong
What the
kind
hell?
of way.
Doesn't he make like documentaries? I'm kind of curious now. I'm way
almost
more interested in
2,000
arguing with
episodes of
Joseph.
The
If I had a
Joe Show,
podcast, no one would ever yell. We would all just get along and vibe.
Did you
I
don't
thought-
think we have to care about the environment? Like, what do you,
Not even a little bit.
even a
Not
little
even
bit?
sort of.
Okay, let me
We should
let me
care way
clarify.
less about the
I don't throw
environment.
trash
We
on the
should
ground.
disdain
I'm not
the
saying, like,
Oh, she's
but
not
do
joking. I was.
No.
Joe
She's
pushed
not
back on
that
this
far
initial
off.
statement by
Okie
arguing
dokie.
that
This
all
is
sorts of
so
coastal cities,
unnecessary.
This could be a gigantic
So
problem.
far, this is
changing
one
how
of the
we
most
from
heated
topic,
arguments in
escalating the conflict
podcasting
even
history.
further.
I
It gets a
don't
little
believe
less
it's
heated
real,
when you
okay?
keep
So I
stopping
can't
them from
say-
yelling at each
but I
other and
can't- I
saying,
can't
But why have
and
a
then
belief? Why have
they
a
yelled
belief
at
as
each
to
other
whether or
some
not
more.
global warming- Is there a
Flat.
photo of this flat Earth?
No, like I just said again. That's all.
Is
You
there a
can't
photo of
take
this?
a flat picture of something that's also flat, dude. Use your brain before you talk.
There's no photo of the round Earth from
That's
space.
not true. That's
That's
not
the
true.
truth. It's all
No,
fake.
why do you say they're fake though?
There's-
What
they
evidence?
look
Do you
fake.
think
They
Joe
look
Rogan
CGI.
paid him to
But
make
you're
this
an
video
expert
so that
in
he
imagery.
could look
After being
smart?
back
They're not
and forth
arguing.
on
This is
the
just
internet,
based
American
Joe
Song,
Rogan
whatever.
compilation type beat. Anything
Before
but
filing
Pizza
for
Hut, honestly.
bankruptcy, 50 Cent was spending $108,000 per month to rent an 18-bedroom mega mansion, while T-Pain's bankruptcy was so brutal that by the end of it, he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King. However, let's begin by talking about DMX, who had to file for bankruptcy on 3 separate occasions as he couldn't afford child support. You see, DMX had 17 children with 11 different women, and almost every child resulted in some kind of lawsuit or child support requirement. For example, DMX was sued for $1.5 million worth of child support in 2008 after a genetic test confirmed that he was the father of a previously unclaimed baby, which when combined with his declining music career resulted in his first bankruptcy filing. 4 years later in 2012, DMX was sued by a different ex-partner for a further $1 million worth of child support, and a year after this lawsuit he'd file for bankruptcy a second time. His third bankruptcy would occur in 2016, during which it would be discovered that DMX had racked up a further $1.7 million worth of unpaid child and family support.
But is this
unpaid
really a
taxes,
stupid
and was
way to
also
go
ordered
broke?
pay the
I
government
feel it's great to have
2.29
17
million
beautiful
after he was
children
released
that you
from his
care
time
about
behind
equally to the
bars.
point where you
However,
can't
DMX
decide
never
who
had the
gets
chance
the
to
child
pay the
support
amount,
or
dying
whatever.
in
I don't know.
2021, and despite his extensive family tree, DMX never wrote a will, meaning that his family was still involved in money-related legal battles even after he was dead and buried. Tiger was certainly better at managing his child support payments, although he definitely
chicken
had a
nugget
weakness
business.
when it came to luxury spending. After cultivating his career as a successful rapper, Tiger's name entered news headlines after he'd purchased a $200,000 Mercedes Maybach for his girlfriend, while being $480,000 behind in rental payments on a luxury Malibu
That's a nice,
home.
forgiving
As a
landlord
result,
you
Tiger
have.
although he'd failed to show up to court as he was on holiday, Tiger's Ferrari 458 was repossessed in the parking lot.
Maybe he was
as
trading
Tiger
it
hadn't
in
been
to the
paying for
government.
loan.
I don't know,
Tiger
dude. It
would
could
go
be
on
a
to
rich
purchase
people thing.
another
Maybe they do it all the
Mercedes
time.
Maybach, all of which were repossessed for non-payment.
Yeah,
looking at a
repossessed
brand
to
new
their new
Lamborghini
owners. Imagine
payments
trying
in
to slander my favorite
2016,
rapper.
Which is, despite all of this, Tiger is still seen flexing a lavish life on social media, which is a luxury unavailable to rap
that
producer
him?
Scott Storch, who blew through $70 million
Different guy.
in less than 3 years. Scott had earned this money by producing for some of the biggest names in music, including Kanye West, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z. Yet Scott Storch's insane net worth began to diminish after he'd purchased an insane supercar collection.
30 cars.
Imagine paying taxes for real. I love paying my taxes. Sometimes I pay it twice just to be sure.
20 staff, including a boat captain, just in case he wanted to go out on his yacht.
The captain was on full-time staff?
Yeah.
In case you want to take the boat out?
Yeah.
And the boat was how many bedrooms?
7,
7-bedroom boat, worth about how much?
20 million.
20 million.
Scott went on to explain just how much this lifestyle was costing him.
My monthly overhead for my household employees was somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 million a month I was spending.
And that if he continued to work, there wouldn't have been any problems, although this isn't what he would do.
It went from me working and delivering to
being
doing
on the boat.
drugs and not going to the studio.
I just stopped working, and then I got depressed and jaded.
As mentioned, Scott stopped making music and instead began to get addicted to the nightlife in Miami. And with no money coming in plus $1 million a month going out, it was only going to be so long before Scott hit zero. By
most people would be
2009,
broke in like
just 3
30
years after
seconds.
having
Quick
it,
math.
Scott,
I'm
years
currently
later, Scott would file for
experiencing a fever
bankruptcy,
dream. What do you mean?
30,000 in
Fortnite
2000
balls.
in prison.
Mr.
Despite
Fat
taking
Joe,
personal responsibility
I'm
for
sorry,
his
but
actions
you
by
haven't done
stating,
enough.
There was, however, MC Hammer wasn't quite so lucky. Selling
Wait,
hip-hop
did he
album
not
of
pay
all
taxes
time,
either
which sold
despite being
17
rich and
million
powerful?
copies at 2 helicopters and 21 racehorses. Some
That's
of
too
the horses
many
were valued
racehorses,
at around
Mr.
1
Hammer.
million. Tennis courts and 2 swimming pools to the 40,000 square foot mansion. One of the pools was shaped like his signature baggy pants
What?
that came to be known as hammer pants.
This
He
is the
added
best part of this
several
video.
marbles
What
throughout
the hell?
front
Why has no
hot
one
tub
ever
in his
told me that
bedroom,
MC
and
Hammer
to
had
keep
special
everything
hammer
running
pants,
smoothly,
and one of his
200
pools was
people on
shaped
the
like them.
property. Despite having spent a total of
Numbers,
$42 million on
numbers.
his California dream home, the property resold for only $6.5 million. However, if we're on the topic of expensive homes being repossessed by the bank, we need to talk about Birdman, who's ranked as the 15th richest rapper in the world with a
I
net
am
worth
the
of
Birdman.
$110 million. million.
Yeah, I can't really tell what money means anymore. He said too many different numbers.
$2.1 million.
And then you, very shortly thereafter, you sold it for, all they gave you was $800,000.
Yeah.
So it was like renting a car.
He had those
for $1.3
sunglasses for
million.
real? I have those in my car.
With the purchase of his Bugatti accompanying a $400,000 chain and houses for his workmates.
Have one place that you live and then stop. How to be rich. Hope this helps.
Process, T-Pain began to create less music, and within a few years his accountant was advising him that he was almost out of money.
And that he was like 6 inches tall in his own hands. He probably got to make some changes.
While
Eat a lot of alcohol for breakfast.
50 didn't only release the 10th
Mr.
best-selling
Sonny, that's
American
why they
hip-hop
pay him the
album of all
V2 bucks.
time, but he also made over $100 million on a vitamin water investment, plus a further $78 million from a luxury underwear deal. In the late 2000s,
I could not
50 Cent
name
made an
any
estimated
luxury underwear
$300
brands.
million in only 2 years. So when it announced that he was filing for bankruptcy in mid-2015, with debts totaling over $32 million, the entire world was thinking the same thing. How did this happen? Well, after 50 Cent uploaded a sex tape with
I
Rick
let my
Ross's
son
girlfriend, 50
play
was
Subway
successfully
Surfers.
sued
He
for
spent
$7
all my money.
million, which accompanied another court order for 50 Cent to pay $17 million to a headphone manufacturer after one of their collabs went sour. 50 Cent's clothing company G-Unit Clothing then fell out of the spotlight, which accompanied the closing of his movie company G-Unit Productions, as well as his boxing company SMS Promotions. On his feet,
Imagine.
however, $108,000
being so
of this
down
month's
bad.
earnings
Not
was
even
going to
200K a
menial
month.
expense. 50 Cent eventually got back to zero, and according to Google, has built up a net worth of $40 million over the last 5 years.
I don't believe you. How about that then? Nah, I'm only joking. He probably did it. Good job, 50 Cent. Good job making all those dollars.
First person where you see through the eyes.
Make the chicken have a gun, and then we'll talk. Yeah, that'd be a good VR game.
Hopefully I'm gonna be
I would love to know what it feels like to get hit by a car. Alright, this looks sick, but I'm getting motion sick watching the video, so I feel like it would kill me. But that's my own weakness's fault, right? Thank you guys for freaking watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot. I always appreciate it. If you're watching this as a YouTube video later, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.